Yuumu, I'm struggling to see why getting rid of a guy's desire for his collectibles is a good thing. Because if someone forced you to get rid of all of your treasures that you collected through campaigns, I'm sure there'll be hella backlash. Anyways, we got more important things to talk about. Because finally, Manya has got her first on-screen win in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush duel. And you know what? We're still talking about it, even though it's old news. The hype just keeps on coming. Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Downton. And today we're talking all things episode 33 of the Yugioh Go Rush anime series. An episode where we have to give congratulations to Mimi Itachi on her first on-screen win, because we all knew she was capable of winning, as to the fact that she had rush battle points in the underground area, but now we finally see it happen on screen. And I, for one, was very happy with this result. It's just unfortunate that in order to get the win and to break the Itachi curse line, she had to be a space dinosaur, which I thought was odd to see in this episode, but at the same time, we kind of saw Luke in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s have a connection with the, dinosaur club with like Hunt and stuff, and we know that he had a connection with the space group in 7s. So seeing the fact is that we have a Luke lookalike in the Luke, then, it's just quite funny. Now, honestly, when it comes to the space dinosaur, I honestly didn't have much of a clue as to what he was saying or rapping about when it comes to plastic. There were these little weird things that the character kind of did that made me intrigued, but also just kind of switched me off at the same time. I like the fact, though, that he showed a lot of passion about something outside of dueling. And the little friendship created between himself and Yuhi, I thought really helped make the ending of this episode even more chilling. I love how the Luke doesn't actually see the ice prisoning of people as a bad thing. He shows no malice nor hatred upon the loser when he asks them to gaze upon what's inside that box. The Luke seems to believe that he's doing them a favour in cheering them up. So all of this just makes the Luke's innocence even more creepier. And you know what? I love it. You could say it's bone chilling. And yes, that's why I made that pun in the same video. As for the duel itself, it was quick, it was honest, but it wasn't that great. The Space Dinosaur didn't really show off any new, exciting and interesting cards. And Manya, she did have some good combinations in her playstyle. The duel itself, though, seemed to lack that extra element that made you really enticed and gripped into the action that was going on. However, one thing that I did love seeing is whenever Manya duels, the fact is that she brings those old cards with fresh, revived rejuvenation to them. And we got to see that with the Go Rush twist yet again in this duel. So to list off a few. Agent of Cleaning, Venus, is a copy of the Agent of Creation, Venus. We have Cleaning Fairy Lily, and she's obviously a spin-off of the Injection Fairy Lily. Cosmos Clean is a twist on Cosmos Queen. And I'm unsure about washing Alloway. Maybe you can tell me that in the comments. I know I missaid that. But the equipped spell that Manya uses is called Broom Mage Power. And this is a twist on the already used equipped spell card, Mage Power. The mythical elf Solemn Mop looks kind of similar to the gift of the mystical elf in both the fact you gain life points and obviously the visuals on the card itself. So yeah, I love watching Manya dueling just simply because of the amazing cards that she kind of brings, because they have that twist and that kind of, nostalgia. I remember seeing a card like that, but it looks different now. What's up with it? And speaking of creating cards, that's exactly what Goha Yuna wants to do in order to beat the Luke. It's here that we see a rather familiar red jacket, working on something in the Goha office. Now this is really teasing, as we see a green orb, which has wires coming out of it, which definitely reminds you of Kaizo. And we see stacks of bowls of ramen, because we know from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s that Yuga likes to eat ramen. Studio Bridge definitely knows what they're doing. They know that they're trying to excite us and make us hype, because Yuga from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is returning. The only question is it actually Yuga or is it a younger Otis? The reason why there's a slight doubt in my mind as to why this character could be a younger Otis is because A, there was those whole theories about how Otis is a future Yuga because of the whole Dole at the end of Seven's kind of not remembering his form and hinting that that is actually Kaizo. But at the same time, we know that Otis was a former Goha employee. And if Go Rush is like a set in time before Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, and then of course, well, that would make it Otis technically, or a previous younger Yuga, because, well, you know, Otis used to work for Goha, and Goha Yuna is, well, the runner of Goha. Returning back to Yuna though, it's great seeing her loyalty to Rovian isn't as breakable as one might have thought. She's still loyal to Rovian even after witnessing Rovian lose twice. And I do like this character progression from Yuna because she's not trying to get revenge against Veloog on her own. Instead, she's asking for help from outside of, you know, her company. She's asking help from, well, this mysterious character with the red jacket, and UTS are also getting involved. So that shows how much of a strength and bonding the Rovian Bandits and UTS have had together, as well as how much Yuna has changed as a character. So all in all, Yuna was a great display from this episode yet again. Unfortunately though, her efforts might have just been ruined as we see the reappearance of London stopping Nyanda Star from getting our heroes the cards they wanted to make. Damn it, London, I knew you'd have your own reasons, but what if this F's everything up for everyone and you end up creating something stupidly madness? Bad sentence. Oh well, we're keeping it in. I guess the last big thing about this episode is the fact that the creator of Mr. Universe is the Luke. And I really don't know what to say about this, to be honest. This might have some more importance on the plot / more impact later on. But right now, it just means that he's really old, quite knowledgeable and quite wise, but also quite funny. And yeah, I wonder if they're going to expand on that a little bit more. Either way, this was an amazing episode and I absolutely loved it from start to finish. So let me know all of your thoughts, opinions on this episode, and were you happy to see Manya finally win? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, like the video if you did, and subscribe if you're new for more Yu-Gi-Oh content from myself. Have a great day, alligator, matane, goodbye.